We're still together.
Heard someone speak, but I did not hear what they said.
Still together. On my computer.
Oh, you guys are together?
Yes.
No.
Maddie. Make me sign in.
Okay, go ahead and paste your paragraph into the chat. Okay, now we have a shitty first draft to work with, right? You've done the pre-writing to come up with some of the things, to look at the formats and the templates. Now you're drafting, okay? So we're just writing the first draft to get the words down on paper without stopping, have a bunch to work with. Now we're gonna work on revising this right now. That's the next stage. In this stage, you add 3 things: descriptions, examples, and explanations. Okay? So you might tell me that you had a job as a cook in a restaurant, but you'll probably need to give examples. Maybe you were in charge of getting out the appetizers, or you had specific duties. You'll need to give examples and explanations to give us more of show us more of what you were doing instead of just telling us you were the chef. Okay, so you flesh out your ideas, make them clearer to your audience. Okay, one example is usually too little to illustrate a concept. In this case, you want to keep it tight though, because we only have a page, right? More examples help show your ideas more effectively. So if you're one of those people who feels like you don't have enough to write, always check that you have done all you can to give descriptions, examples, and explanations. So if we are looking for that, and we're looking at all of your drafts here, let's take a look. You guys look like you were following the template well. So, hello, my name is Orlando Corona. I'm very hardworking and a caring person. I love to help young kids reach their potential and be successful. Teaching kids about how to be healthy and properly exercise is a passion. Very good. I like the wording. So that's one of the things that you will look at when you're revising. So is another thing we'll get to is editing, which is making things parallel. You'll also work on. Any suggestions for Orlando? I'm fine with the first sentence. How about you guys? Don't think you need the article here before caring. I think you can take that out. very hardworking and caring person.
Wait, take what out?
This article here, A. Starting well on the parallelism to help young kids. And you do need, since you have the noun in here, you need another one. I love to help young kids reach their potential. It's not grammatically incorrect. But you have a lot of phrasing up here, so I'd say help young kids reach their potential and to feel successful. So then you have reach their potential and feel successful. What do you guys think? Teaching kids about how to be healthy and properly exercise is passion. I really like that last sentence. I think it's really strong. Very good. Good. Jason, where are you applying to be general manager? You can put at your company, you can name the specific company. For the business writing, you want to eliminate contractions. That's an editing thing, which we're going to talk about more on Wednesday. Editing has to do with choosing your words. All right, my name's Jamie. Ooh, surgeon, cool. I think we can make this sentence a little better by using the parallel structure. It's not entirely unparalleled. So my strengths include that I work hard. How would we make the rest of it parallel? Type it into the chat. Some of my strengths include I work hard. How would you make the last one parallel?
Would it be like a good leader?
You could do a good, you could do effective. Yeah, you could, when we get into editing, you can pick, but right now for the drafting, yeah. I work hard. I listen well. And I am an effective leader. Or you could say, like you said, good leader. Make it even, if we were going to tweak it, like for the editing, I work, I listen, and I lead effectively. Okay, Alexa, what job or internship are you applying for?
I think I'm just applying for an just for to serve food and stuff like that. So just for a regular position for an employee.
Okay, I would put, if you can fit them, I'd put all of them. Even though things overlap, it can show that you have experience doing it at more than one organization, which can be beneficial. So you see how we're just kind of going through it sentence by sentence. I'm lying, this looks good. I'm a hard worker, great communicator, and positive thinker. Excellent parallelism. I'm very interested in joining your team of dedicated and motivated personal trainers. Parallel. Any kind of job that you've done has skills that usually can translate to other jobs, right? Whether that's customer service, inventory, some kind of organization, cleaning. You guys tell me, what are some of the other things that you did at your jobs? Did you handle money?
Volunteer.
Go ahead.
Yeah, volunteering.
Volunteering? What did you do when you were volunteering?
I was I used to be a teacher in like school for the underprivileged. So
Nice, excellent.
Yeah.
So teaching, or did you do lesson plans?
no, I actually taught 2 hours each day to the students. Like it would be English, basic math. It was 2 years ago when. So yeah.
Okay, before you went to class, did you have like a set of topics you were going to cover?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be lesson planning. So you did do that as part of the job.
Mm-hmm.
So you did lesson planning, you lectured, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you work one-on-one with the students to answer questions?
I think it was me and 15 students, and I would answer questions just like any other teacher, but we didn't do anything one-on-one. It was more
Okay.
of. Yeah.
What about group work? I'm just
Yeah, you could say.
brainstorming.
Yeah, group work, taking
Oversaw.
tests and correcting them, invigilating their papers, which I made the question papers for them. Oversaw students, perfect.
You wrote the questions? Yeah, that's creating, grading papers, or correcting papers. Creating worksheets, or was it more like essay questions? Or you know more about it than I do.
It was just basic. It wasn't like essay writing or something. It was just simple questions with.
Yeah, but sometimes the basic stuff is the hardest stuff to teach.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it was not that easy. It was fun though.
You've got a ton of things, because you have to know your stuff in order to teach it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so let's do this. I'd like you guys to interview a couple people and ask them about what are the jobs or volunteer opportunities they've had and what they do to help them sort of pull out some of the things that they did. So let's, one sec, let me post my instructions in here. So interview each other about a past job. I'm going to put you in breakout rooms here in a second. I'll have the instructions here in the chat. Interview each other about past jobs, ask about the duties that they had. So like a good question to ask is, tell me what you would do in a day on this job or when you were volunteering. And as they tell you things, help them translate that into duties that they can put onto their resume. Does that make sense? Let everybody in here. So, interview each other about a past job. Ask about all the duties they had on the job so they can list them on the resume. Here's a good introductory question. Tell me about a day at your job or when volunteering. Any questions about what I want you to do? And then when you're done, you can compare notes and see if maybe you forgot some things that you actually did that you can add to your list. Anurag, you look like you had a question.
Oh no, I was going to ask you like usually like on a resume, is it okay that we still add past jobs although they're not related to the job you're applying to like at all? Because
And this is a good question. When you are first applying for a job, it depends on how many you had. So later on, when you get as old as I am, I would only put relevant jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise my resume would be pretty long. So a lot of times I will focus on, like, I've had jobs like, I don't put the counting traffic one that I did in college on my resume, right? But I put all of my teaching experience if it's a teaching position. So for right now, you may not have a lot of jobs and you might want to put them all on. But if you do get to a point where you're going over a page, then you can be more selective with aiming toward the job or the volunteer opportunity and really highlight the ones that help you with it. That is an excellent question, and it does change depending on how many jobs that you've had.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to create the breakout rooms. I'll work in those for about 15 minutes. People do we have in here? All right, let's do. You'll be in a room with maybe a couple other people. 7, yeah, that'd be about right. All right. Everybody know what you're going to work on. You're going to ask each other about your jobs and help them make a list of all the duties they can put on the resume. I'll let you know when time's up.